Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here, yet another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson by request, more John Lee Hooker Boogie. Several people have said, show me some simple John Lee Hooker Boogie in one position and don't jump around a whole lot. So I thought, great, this is pretty much his go-to lick. So I'm tuned to open G, 5, 5th string tuned down to G, 4th string to normal to D, and the 3rd string to normal to G. Open G tuning, G, D, and G. So first I'm using my first finger as a pick. If you haven't done this, it might feel a little bit weird for a minute or two, but give it a shot. I like to use my fingers, especially to do the John Lee Hooker stuff, because he never used a pick. So real slow, I'm going to start out up strum, and then we're going to come down after that, and I'm going to be pulling off that 2nd string on the 3rd fret with my first finger. So I'm starting on the up strum, my thumb isn't really doing anything, FYI. Real slow, starting on the up strum. Notice how I'm choking after I do that up strum. Right there. Now I'm going to jump to that 1st string, 3rd fret with my first finger. Remember, start with the up strum. Whoops, wrong string. Well, we can do it on that string too, but I really wanted to show you that 2nd string. Let's try that again. So I'm strumming all 3 with this hand, and I'm pulling off that 2nd string. I'm muting the 3rd string with my thumb. Right there. First finger is ready to go down if necessary, and these 3 fingers generally do the choking, depending on the lick I'm playing. Notice how I'm starting the strum on the up, and I'm ending on the up. I'm muting that 3rd string. I don't really need to, but I'm really wanting you to hear the top 2 strings. I don't want that big honking low G getting in the way there. Of course, you can have that open G, that 3rd string open if you like. I'm just doing this so you can really hear the top 2 strings by themselves. And my 1st, 2nd, and sometimes 3rd finger will be doing the choking, depending on the lick I'm playing. Remember, I'm starting on the up. If you use your fingers, I'm using the tip of my finger on the up strum. I'm pretending like I have a pick in between my fingers, but I don't. So this is sort of my home base right there with the invisible pick. Let's take a look at the left hand. Whoops. Doing an up strum, and then I'm pulling off that 2nd string and doing another up strum. Now I'm just going to move that 1st finger to the 1st string, 3rd fret, and I'm going to choke with these fingers after. So you'll see these fingers jumping around a lot. course, if I strum down here, I get a brighter tone. Now there's your typical John Lee hooker. The chord is on the up instead of the down, which means I'm choking on the downstroke or down strum. But I'm not choking on the up strum, so all you're hearing is the up strum. Real slow. Notice these fingers flopping around. They are choking. Right there. First finger's down to get that note. And you can do it on all three strings. Now I'm doing it on the third, and I'm ending on the second string. Now the first string again. I'm doing the pull off at the beginning on the second string, and then I'm ending on the first string, third fret. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to end on the G string on the third string. Whoops, I messed up. Not that it really matters, because you can do it on any string. Here's the second string on the first part of the lick. And the last note there is that low G instead of the high G. Well, string, not note, because that's a G string, so that would be an A sharp. Let's take a look at the right hand. Real slow and real close. I'm going to scoot this camera as close as I can possibly get. So I'm doing a pull off on the second string right there, and then I'm ending on the first string, third fret, with my first finger, just like we did a minute ago. Now, you really have to see this hand too. See how it's flopping around? Now, I just moved up here 2 frets to the 5th fret with my third finger on the first string. A little bit faster. So I'm starting out pulling off that second string, 3rd fret, right there, strumming all 3 strings. Now I'm jumping over here, 1st string, 3rd finger, 5th fret, 1st string, 1st finger, 3rd fret. Now I can do the same thing on the 3rd string. I'm starting on the 2nd string but moving to the 3rd string for the end of the riff instead of the 1st string. So here's the 1st string. 1st string, 1st string. Now I'm going to do it on the low G string. Same notes, an octave lower, right? That's the 1st string, and this is the 3rd string, an octave lower. So you can jump between them. It's the exact same notes, just an octave lower or higher. And a lot of bouncing around. That's muting. Now Now I'm sliding up the second string, 3rd fret to 5th fret. And I'm strumming all 3. So you have 2 open Gs, and then you have that middle string moving up to the 5th fret. This is what we did a second ago. Now I'm going to do the new licks. Strumming all 3 strings with an up strum. I'm sliding from 3 to 5. You want to pause a split second after you strum. You're sort of sliding right as you strum, really? Kind of, sort of, I guess. Super common John Lee Hooker lick. Very cool, very funky. Now, some people have been asking me, why do you hardly ever go to the 4 or 5 chord on a John Lee Hooker song? Because John Lee Hooker hardly ever went to the 4 or the 5 chord. Well, he did sometimes. So really it's just one chord, right? It's a 1 chord vamp. What I'm doing here is bending up. This is a whole new lick, by the way. Bending up my 1st finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and I'm holding that note just for a second. Again, strumming all 3. I'm just bending, maybe a quarter bend up. You put it all together. Real slow. You can hear that note bending slowly, but I'm strumming all 3, so it sounds a little dissonant, like I'm drunk. That's the whole point. Oh, there's a train. Okay, slower jag, slower jag. I can't quite see what's happening there. All right, how about this? I'm using the 3rd string and the 2nd there. So I'm just kind of mixing it up. I'm playing the same lick on the 3rd string that I am on the 1st. There's the 1st string. And here's the 3rd string. Same notes. So, 1 chord, but it doesn't sound boring. One of my other favorite John Lee Hooker licks. You've seen me do this a lot on this channel. Slide up. I'm playing all 3 strings, but I'm sliding the 2nd string from 3 to 5. Of course, that's a 7th chord there. Which is another great chord to play if you're going to be playing the blues. Right there. 1st finger on 2, 3. And the other are open. So I'm going to play 2 notes. Well, actually I'm going to fret only 1 note. I'll be playing 2 or 3 notes because I'll play the open strings. But I'm only going to fret 1 note for this boogie, so check this out. I'm on the 2nd string only, 3rd fret. The trick here is start with the up strum. You don't really have to, but you need to get used to that. A lot of people think All strums start with a down. Nope, you can do up strums. Starting on the up. I'm bending that second string, 3rd fret, just a little bit. All right, a couple things here on the upper end. 12th fret. So we got the open string, G, and we got the other open string, G. So let's go ahead and do some G's up here. So that one right there was that second string on the 12th fret, which is a D. I'm just doing the same licks I showed you a minute ago, but a lot faster. Just boogieing all over the place. How do you know what notes are in the key, Jake? Well, you don't really need to know the notes. You just do it by ear, but of course, it's important to know the notes. So start out with 3, 5, and 7 on all 3 strings. Just do it randomly. So now we're really cooking with gas. On the 7th fret, 2nd string. Right there with the other 2 open. Sounds a little weird, but it's cool. That's the main thing, got to be cool. This one is a good one too. This is your major 3rd in the key of G. Ooh, fancy. So I'm here on the, what is that, 9th fret, 2nd string. So back to where we started, 1st string, 2nd, 3rd. Now I'm playing up here. That's the same thing as your open 2nd string, but I'm on the 12th fret. Octaves. All right, we're really cooking with gas now. Wait, I already said that. Okay, 1 more minute and then the lesson will be over. Now I'm going to do the outside G, the low one and the high one, both at the same time on the 12th fret. So the only other note, obviously, is that 2nd string. What I'm doing is playing these outside 2 strings, doesn't matter what fingers, I'm using my 2nd and my 3rd, and I've got the middle string open. That's a G chord, just like this is. It's just that 2 of them are an octave higher. Same notes. So, what does that mean, Jag? Just a higher pitched G. Last thing, I swear, I promise. I'm pulling off that 2nd string 5th fret with my 3rd finger, starting with the up strum. Then I'm doing an up strum on that 1st string with my 1st finger, 3rd fret. So you can jump around all over the place. So I'm starting with that 3rd string, what is that? No, 2nd string. 5th fret. Up strum. All 3 strings. That first pull off is a hammer and a pull on the 5th fret on the 2nd string, 3rd finger. Then I go to the 1st string, 3rd fret. And you you can jump back and forth between all of those. Sounds like I'm playing a billion notes all over the place. Well, I sort of am playing a billion notes, but I'm not really jumping around a whole lot. Oops. If you do make that mistake and you go too far up, make sure you slide back down to the note you meant to hit. Okay, I'm going to give you a 30-second boogie. I'll try to remember all those licks, throw them in somewhere. Barring all the way across, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 0. Now the whole time I'm using my first finger, pretending like there's a pick in between my thumb and my first finger. That way I can jump to finger picking instantly. So have fun with that. Check out my website, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars, just like this one, since 2004. Brand new website, bluesboyjag.com. Check it out and let me know what songs you want to hear. Keep those cards and letters coming for the riffs. I've got a whole slew of them. I mean, I've got probably 100. So I really appreciate you emailing me your thoughts and requests on that. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.